なんか余計退屈になりそうなんだけど。なんだ今のやつは。
埼玉氏は最高のヒーローにはまだ慣れてい
ない。お前最高のヒーロー。
ブラスト。
なんだ今のやつは。
均衡とともに愚にもつかぬ者どもめ。
What's up, boys and girls? There you have it. The next animation that I'm working on is Saitama vs. Blast. I hope you guys enjoyed that teaser. In this video, we're going to do a lot of things. First, I want to talk about the World of Warcraft animation that I got about 4 minutes done, and I decided to put on the back burner in order to do this. I just recently, for whatever reason, got inspired to do Saitama vs. Blast, I guess because they showed us that image of him. And I also wanted to speed draw and speed animate an entire animation from start to finish. It's something I've always wanted to do. It took me about 3 days to get it completed, so I'm going to go through the process with you with the animation at the end. I have a lot to talk about and a lot to show you, so hang tight. We're going to be right back after this. Today's video is sponsored by the Ridge Wallet. It's a light, sleek, and industrial new wallet that doesn't fold or awkwardly budge in your back pocket, and has seriously changed my whole pocket situation. Why are you still using a clunky old wallet full of receipts and junk you're never gonna use? The Ridge Wallet holds 12 cards, cash, and has over 30 colors to choose from. Get yours now by going to ridge.com/Mastar and use my code MASTAR at checkout for 10% off and free shipping worldwide. Alright, so first let's talk about the World of Warcraft animation that I was working on. I streamed it a couple times, drawing some animations and characters and such, and I never really made a public video about it, just on late night streams. Anyways, I've been working on this because I was playing World of Warcraft. The thing is, I quit, so I kind of lost my motivation to keep animating it. The thing is, ever since World of Warcraft came out like 15 years ago, I always wanted to animate stories of my own character, and back then I didn't know how to animate. I didn't even know it was possible to do it on your own. And so given that the game came back out, I thought it was a really good opportunity to actually try something like this. So it's not that I want to just delete it or anything, it's just a passion project that I'll probably continue to work on slowly throughout time. Eventually one day I'll get it out. But for now, I want to work on the Blast vs. Saitama fight. I don't think I'm going to make it like a huge long series like Anime War or anything, and I also don't think it's going to be longer than like 5 minutes of animation. As I've learned from my previous endeavors, it's never really a good thing to invest too much time in animation when a company just has the nuclear delete button on their keyboard that they can press and just erase your months of work. So it's just going to be a fun little thing. We'll see if the license holder has any problem with it or not. As of right now, I don't really have a way to end it. I was thinking about just leaving it on a cliffhanger, so we'll see what happens with that. So there's a rumor in the One Punch Man story that Blast, he can control like thousands of robots, he has super strength and speed, and he can shoot laser beams out of his eyes. So he's basically supposed to be like Superman, with the exception of the rumor that he can control robots. And until recently, we actually didn't even know if he actually existed, because it was all just rumors. It was all just the Hero Association saying, oh, only a few people can get in touch with him. I was starting to think that maybe he didn't exist, maybe he was just a rumor and a myth, but my mask showed us in that recent chapter that yes, he does exist, and this is what he looks like. So part of this animation that I want to work on, he's gonna shoot eye beams, kind of like Superman's heat vision. And so I had an idea for a heat ray, eye beam kind of scene to animate, and that's what we're going to be working on here today. So after a few just draft warm-up sheets, that's what I usually do. I start by just warming up, just sketching some things out, and then I'm going to get into the actual sketch of the animation. So let's put some music on, let's speed this up, and let's see what the animation process looks like. Make sure you stick along till the end, because I'll be showing what the finalized product looks like with colors and music and sound effects and the whole shebang. So here's the draft sketch of the animation and playing around with some framework. Now we got to do the tough part, which is the cleaning process. So this process took me a good full 2 days to do. I added some extra frames in there, and with all the coloring and everything, it did take a lot of time, so I'm not going to put you guys through that. But for any of you guys who are wondering how to turn an animation from sketch into final, this is basically how you do it. You start with the sketch, make sure you got your proportions right, then work on the keyframes and the framework. Then after you test the scene a few times to make sure it feels fluid, you go ahead and start cleaning it. You can make that a transparent layer beneath. This is in Adobe Animate where I'm doing all of this work. You can also use Clip Studio Paint, which I think is a superior program if you're trying to make an anime look and feel, but I'm not a master of that. Like I'm pretty darn good with Animate. So after 2 days of cleaning and coloring, we end up with the next level of the animation. Okay, so here is the cleaned up animation. I didn't do too much shading just simply because that takes forever. So if you're gonna do a lot of frames, you don't do too much shading. And now let's see what the final product looks like with a filter, backgrounds, effects, and the whole shebang. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's it for this one. I don't have a release date yet because I only have about 1.5 minutes done, and I'm probably going to make this thing like good 4 or 5 minutes, but I'll keep you updated. Make sure you subscribe with notifications on, leave a thumbs up, like, tell me what you thought in the comments down below, and I'll see you soon for some more videos.